Hey everybody, it's Bethany with Mosaic Hooker. Today I just wanted to do a really quick video on how to start from the center out February 2023 Celtic Knot. It's a little bit different. I'm pretty sure I fudged some things, so I wanted to give you a visual in case you wanted to work the pattern that way. To start the center, I'm going to work a magic circle. I don't do it properly, I'm pretty sure, but to do it, I hold the yarn and I wrap around my hand. And then I cross over and I pinch it, and then I kind of snag it with my pinky, and then I go under and over and pull through. And then this is where I don't have a lot of finesse. So then I do a slip stitch, and then I'm going to work 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to pull this tight, and it's going to seem awfully tiny. And you can see we have our 4 stitches. So they kind of look like V's to me. So you can see 1V, 2V, 3V, 4V. Then I'm going to do an invisible join, which I did not come up with. I don't remember who did. So you go under both loops of the first stitch, and then you pull through. And it kind of brings the yarn to the back of your project, so you don't see that join so much. Then I'm going to grab my other yarn, and with the tail hanging down and to the right, I'm going to join it and then do 1 chain. And then because in my center out patterns, I always work into the chain that I always work into the stitch where I did my invisible join. So this is the stitch where I did the invisible join. So I'm going to go through the back loop only and do 1 single crochet. And then I'm going to do 2 chains, and that's going to be the corner of the project as we go up. And then I'm going to work into the next back loop only, 1 single crochet, 2 chains for the corner, then into the next back loop only, 2 chains, and then the last back loop only. It's kind of trying to run away from me a little bit. And then 2 chains, 1, 2, and then the first one was that single crochet. So we are going to work an invisible join into that first stitch. There we go. It's tiny and it's a little bit cumbersome, but it helps give us that cross in the center of the project. Now we're going to bring our blue back in. So I kind of do 2 chains. And I am actually going to, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches on the front. And this is where we are going to do our double crochets. I actually anchor mine, so I go into the back loop and pull through, and then I work a double crochet. And then we have our 2 chains, and we're going to work a single crochet into the first chain. Then we're going to do 2 chains for our corner, and then we're going to work a single crochet into the second chain of the row before. And then I'm going to do an anchored double crochet here. And then here's our chain, 1, 2. So we're going to work a single crochet into the first one, 1, 2, and a single crochet into the second one. And now we're going to do another double crochet here. Pull these really tight. And then here's our chains, 2 chains. So we're going to do a single crochet into the first one, 2 chains for our corner on this row, single crochet into the next one. And this is something that's really important. You don't want to single crochet into the hole because we're going to need the fronts of these chains later on. Then we go into the back. Well, I do. If you would like to anchor yours, I actually did a video on that too. These are chains. This is really tiny for me. I don't work with tiny thread often. DK weight, and this is as light as I go. And then 1 more single crochet into the second one. Not true for my snowflake. I did size 1 yarn, that fingering. I did not enjoy that. And there we go. So now we're going to connect to the top. We're going to connect to the top of this stitch here. Get in there. And that is going to give us our cross. There we go. You can see the cross now. And I'll show you a couple more stitches in the next row. I'm definitely just all over the place with this yarn. I always switch it up in the back so that it has a nice flat appearance, but so for this you do a single crochet. This is the stitch that I did the invisible join, so I do 1 single crochet. And then the next one is a double crochet, which I'm anchoring that, that's why it looks different. And then you can see there's two stitches here. So I go into this one. These are from the chain down below, so it definitely looks a little bit different, but you'll get used to looking at that. And then I single crochet, so here's my 2 chains from the blue. I single crochet into that one and then do 2 chains. Now sometimes in the patterns you might see something that looks like this right here, where this is where you would single crochet into the front of that chain. So this, or excuse me, a double crochet into the front of that chain. But this is kind of confusing. This also double crochets into that chain, and what that's going to do is make this corner nice and solid. So this isn't that row, but I'll show you what that means. So for instance, that's suggesting that this one is a double crochet and this one is a double crochet. So in that instance, I don't actually anchor it. I just go in, and that is that loop I just went into is the chain from 2 rows below. So I do my double crochet, and then I would go into this one and do a double crochet. Yes, I did have 2 chains there. So then I would go into this one. So it just shares that loop. It shares that loop from below. And that will make that corner nice and solid. You still do your 2 chains in between. That's what these boxes are. These boxes mean you do 2 chains. So you would do the 2 chains, and then this goes into that front of that chain, and this goes into the front of that chain. And that's what these areas are. So now my videos are pretty informal, doing the best I can, just trying to show you. And I'm going to get back to pattern making, and I really hope that this helped you. That's not going to help you because that's not on the first row. But I really hope this helped you understand how to start from the center out for the February 2023 Celtic Knot pattern.